Hey guys, NSC, also known as Neon here, and I'm finally talking about PTU again. The last time we talked about it was right after session 0, where we basically just talked amongst ourselves and didn't really do anything. We sat in a room together. So here we are to talk about the rest of the sessions that have gone on, which there have been 9, and I've spent all day listing everything I can remember about them. So, let's get into it, shall we? Session number 1. Woo! First of all, we met our squad leader after being trapped in that room for God knows how long. And his name is Squad Leader Tyson. Now, Squad Leader Tyson is a pretty chill dude. He rides around on a Talon Flame. He's basically our box for our Pokemon. It's great. Great dude. We fought Squad Leader Tyson. So all 6 of our Pokemon versus his 3. If I'm remembering correctly, he had a Cacturn. If that's the final evolution, I mean the pre-evolution. He had a Sneasel and a Zorua, I believe. I'm sure I'm gonna get slapped in the face if I'm wrong. Don't worry. Okay. After we had that fight, we were told not to leave the town whatsoever. It's gonna be important later. Before we met our rival squad, which would be Squad Leader Chloe's squad, which would be happening the very next day. So, we decided, hey, we have a day of doing nothing. Let's do some quests on the help board, since we're now a part of the Trainer Society. So, we kind of all, we went together to do like 1 or 2 quests. And then we decided, it's taking too long. So we just split up. So the first one we did, I believe, was acquiring an egg that had been abandoned. We then later found out that it was a Pachirisu egg. Why do I keep doing this with my arms? It's so fucking dumb. It was a Pachirisu egg. Which was an abandoned egg under a tree, which wasn't being cared for and wasn't being cared for weeks, so we decided to take it. Sure. The person whose house it was by let us, so sure, whatever. And then we get some free Pokédollars from the society. So great, because we completed a quest on the mission board. Woo! I'm pretty sure that's the point in which we then decided to split up. My character, Levi, if you watched the other video, you know all about him. I went along with Riley, the sister of Anaway. I believe that Riley is a rock elementalist, whatever that class is called, and a bunch of other things like crafting Pokeballs, shite, and like research paleontology, a bunch of stuff, whatever. We decided to go to what I like to call the Shoe Thief quest. So we went to the blacksmith, in which, we heard about shoes being stolen. Weird. With my superior knowledge of Pokemon and survival, I was able to deduce that it was an amphibian, and I asked, where is the nearest water source? Conveniently, it's out back. It's out back for the well. So we go check out the well, and Riley almost crushes said Pokemon with a rock by just dropping it down the well. We then both got attacked and got wet and decently injured. Yep. With that, we had found ourselves a Froakie, in which we caught, and I asked Riley for because they're using rock types. and I was planning to use dark types. So, you know, as you do, as the dark type as the dark type specialist is gonna, use the dark type, I'm probably gonna take the Froakie. So, I ended up with the Froakie, who I ended up naming Oida. One of the other, I believe the next one we actually did was the quest that Poe and Max went to. Poe being our telekinetic, and Max being our miasmic, our poison elementalist specialist. So they went off to do what I like to call the problem Pokeball quest, which was essentially an old man couldn't get a Pokeball that was in his yard out of his yard because it kept moving around on him whenever he tried to pick it up. I'm sure you know where this is going at this point. Yeah, it was a fungus. In which Poe caught. And after that, well, there were two things we did. The first thing we did, well, actually no. So, the last two, Darren and Anaway being our ghost type elementalist, and Darren being our, I want to say chronicler? I believe he's chronicler. Channeler, that's what he is. I believe he's going into chronicler. Yeah. He's our channeler. And, yeah. Darren decided, being the blind man he is, hey, yo, I'm just gonna go off on my own, in which Anaway then followed him to make sure that he wasn't on his own, to basically beat up one of the commander's son. Well, the commander's son. Because we didn't know it was the commander's son. But yeah, he beat up that kid. Hopefully we don't get reprimanded in the future for that. That would not be very good. And then after that, we all gathered together and we went to do the last three things. So first of all, we went and acquired another egg, which was, yeah, I call this quest an egg by mail, because the egg was found in a mailbox, in which we then investigated the mailbox and found traces of delibird feathers. So, yep. We also had a Happini egg, which to this day still hasn't hatched after 9 sessions. And finally, no, not finally. What the fuck am I talking about? The next quest we went on to do was Burrow Beneath the Garden. All of these quest names are completely made up on my own. Like, the GM did not come up with them, don't worry. It's me with the bad idea. I'll show you on screen. But yes, and then there, I'm skipping over stuff. I'm bad. Burrow Beneath the Garden was a sandshrew beneath a flower garden, in which we carefully removed the sandshrew, giving it to Riley. And yeah, Levi then spent the rest of the time there fixing the garden back up, because that is what he would do back in Holbury. And finally, we did Trespassing Child. Basically, there was a light wick in a basement, and it was creating a projection of a child in someone's garden at night, and it was very much annoying them. So we got rid of it by catching it, and then Anaway took it. Of course I did. And after doing all of that, we ended the first session. And yeah, looking at the time of my recording, I think this is gonna be around about the amount of time we have. Well, I'm basically done for time of video. So, what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to break up all of these sessions into individual videos. It gives me free content, so why not? And there are a lot of notes. Some of them are shorter episodes. Like, some of them are only 4-hour sessions instead of 6.5-hour sessions. So, yeah. But, at the same time, sometimes we get a lot done in those shorter sessions, and not a lot done in those longer sessions, because sometimes those longer sessions are just combat. So, anyways. Anyways, I've been NSC, also known as Neon, and I will catch you in another time. Peace out.